I wonder if you can tell me whether you feel that there is any, having been through such a traumatic time, whether you feel that there is anything that today's children can learn from that.
Yes. I think what they have to learn is not to take at face value things that are said loudly and repeatedly, but ask oneself whether these things are true or not. When people tell you political things, when they shout political slogans, I would say, ask yourself whether this is right or wrong. Sometimes it is right. Sometimes you should believe these things. But quite often these political slogans are made not with a view to improving the country and the people in it, but with a view to giving power to people who want power. Ask yourself that. Fortunately, at the moment, of course, the BNP is a very small force, but not many years before the Nazis took power, they were a very small force. It doesn't take much to cause a small extremist party to become the predominant one.
And can you tell me whether you feel also if there's any sort of legacy of hope from having such a horrendous period in history?
I think that the Holocaust has a great deal to teach us. Before that, Europeans smugly felt that we were now civilized, we were no longer in the Middle Ages, we were civilized people, and so on. And then the Holocaust taught us that we weren't as civilized as all that. Well, I think that lesson should be learned. Unfortunately, there are some people who haven't learnt it, and we have had similar things, not quite on that scale, but even so on horrifyingly large scales, happening in various parts of the world. We haven't always called them holocausts. We've used various euphemisms like ethnic cleansing, genocide, and so on. But whatever one calls them, they are in principle the same thing. And therefore, just as the Holocaust taught us that we hadn't advanced from barbarism by quite as much as we thought, I think these other examples should tell us we still haven't advanced quite as much, and we should do our very best to try to advance out of that. It isn't easy, but we should try.